How to find ideas for a business. So I was having a coffee with a friend, and when I caught up with her, I said, how is your cupcake business going? And she said to me, oh, she started a while ago and she realized that it's not really her passion. So now she's stuck with ideas on what to do next, and so she's back into a corporate job. And so I ended up giving her some advice, and I thought I'll share it with you today. So basically I took her through my journey of how I developed my ideas over time that actually made money, that actually succeeded. So usually our first idea isn't always the best idea, but it doesn't mean that we go and start something similar to that idea. So to give you a short story, not a short story, but my story is that about 2009, I started a first proper business, registered and everything, which was an e-commerce business selling nail polish. And at the time, it was the only opportunity that I knew of, and I could easily imagine selling nail polish to women around the world and make $1 million, because if 1 million people bought the bottle and I only made $1 profit, I thought I was going to become a millionaire with this idea. But I realized after months of doing it that I wasn't even passionate about the idea. I didn't even like wearing nail polish. I had to force myself to wear the nail polish. And I also felt that the business really took away a lot of my resources. So I had to keep pumping money in to buy more products, to label it, to actually have a range of products I can actually sell. It required more capital than I can continue to invest. So I really wanted to get out of it. I was really depressed. I didn't want to wake up anymore doing it. It was like, I thought starting a business was meant to be fun and exciting, and yet I'm drained, I'm tired. And so when I was looking for more opportunities to explore, I just started networking and created my own networking event. And so that was when I stumbled across the other business owners who said, oh, I'm working on my business and I need a website and I need to grow my marketing. And I said, oh, well, you can do this, and that. And so I didn't realize that I had all this knowledge that I've gained from running the e-commerce business to be able to share it with the business audience that I was talking to. And so they said, oh, can you help me with it? And I said, well, you can go and outsource it. Like, I still did not see the value in what I'm offering. I was still giving away free information, and said, well, why don't you outsource it and upload it to Odesk at the time, which is now called Upwork. And they said, no, I don't have time for that. Can you do it for me? And I was like, oh, okay. And so I end up making money from my first business client doing something that I never thought it was even valuable. I just thought it's easy for me, or easy. If it's easy for me, it's easy for everyone else. And so I ended up starting a marketing agency based on the knowledge I had in building the e-commerce business. So what I'm trying to say here is, just because you started a business, let's just say nail polish, it doesn't mean that the next business idea is, okay, selling another beauty product or doing another e-commerce business. It could actually be the skill set that you gained and developed from running that first company. And so the skill set in building my first business, which was e-commerce business, was the skill set in marketing and outsourcing. And so I was able to start a marketing agency, and the first year it turned over, I think, $200,000, because I was able to build a team immediately and grow it. Now, in a few years' time, I started to look, how can I grow this business? Okay, what skill set do I have within this marketing agency that allows me to really thrive and scale? And this was when I came up with the idea, and I said, hang on, my skill set is not actually in the digital marketing. It's actually being able to find these outsourced workers so easily and know how to work with them. So why don't I help them the very one thing that they struggle with, which is, how do I outsource? How do I find people? That was when I developed Outsourcing Angel. Outsourcing Angel came from the idea of me looking deeper into my skill set and said, what am I actually good in this marketing agency? It was not the marketing services itself, it was me finding the talent. So that was when Outsourcing Angel was born, and it became $1 million business. While I was growing Outsourcing Angel, a few years ago, the reason why we were able to build a brand and really scale it, and we now have inbound leads and being able to not just have to rely on word of mouth, it was all thanks to video marketing, social media marketing. And so this was when, a few years back, I did not know anything about YouTube. I did not know anything about LinkedIn. I was just adamant that this is where I need to take my business. I need to learn, and I need to grow our marketing machine. And so I invested in courses, and I started doing, YouTube for myself. And I struggled. I was like, oh my God, it's so hard. I wish there was someone that could just do this for me. But there was no one out there. There was just courses that you can do to learn. And I gave away ideas to my staff or the interns or people that was working with me and said, if you could learn this and can help business owners, this is an idea right here that's going to make you money. But of course, no one took on the idea because running a business is not easy and not everyone is ready to take it on. So what I'm trying to get here is sometimes we're blinded by what we're actually good at because we do it so well and we do it for ourselves that we don't realize that people would actually pay for that. So if you started a business and you failed and you struggled and you don't think that it's going to work, you've sold it and you're not knowing what to do next, look at where did you thrive within that business, the skill set, the process, whatever it was within it that you were so good at. In a business, you had to wear a lot of hats. You had to wear the sales hat, marketing hat, operations hat. You had to learn a lot of skills to build that business. But because you're only good at certain areas, the business itself didn't work, but you were actually excelling in something somewhere. So find out what it is and actually do that part for other people and save them time. And that's how you can start an online service business that people will pay for and it will succeed. So that was my point of this video here. I told my friend that apart from cupcakes and baking and whatever you were thinking or that you've had experience in doing, what if you were good at, marketing? What if you were good at planning the events for people where you were delivering these cupcakes? What if the skill set is not in the baking itself, in the bakery business itself, but in the making of that baking business? So guys, I hope I've inspired you there. If you're thinking about what to do next, do an audit of yourself. Look at where you really enjoy working in the different hats that you were wearing in your first business. Or if you've never started a business before, look at the skill set and experiences you've had in your corporate jobs. Who did you serve? What skills were you really good at and thrived? Even if you were wearing a marketing hat, within marketing, what was it specifically that you were good at? Was it SEO? Was it branding? Whatever it is, and start a business based on that. And how you start that business is actually start adding value to people's, even if you gave it away for free or discounted at the beginning, just to validate that, hey, this is what I do so well and natural at. If you can do it for someone else and they got value, this is where the money is for you to make. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Love to hear in the comments below if I've given you any aha moments, or if you have any questions, love to hear in the comments below and I'll make more videos for you. Otherwise, I'll see you again in the next video.